What's up, guys? We're here for the overview of the month number 2. So, believe it or not, hold on, let me fix this camera. We're 2 months in. We're 2 months in out of 12 months. 10 months left. 10 months, and then we're done with the challenge. That's crazy. That's insane. For me, time flew by like this. It's insane the fact that I look back and it was just a week ago. Like it was just 1 week of me going through the challenge, suffering. It's like this is like torture, literally going through withdrawals. Not like bad, like I'm a drug addict, but you know, when you drink, you smoke, you're used to it. So going through stuff like that, it was weird. So understanding that now I've made it to where I am now. And that's not even a thought in my mind. And if anything, I'm disgusted by it. And I'm repelled by the idea of even doing that stuff. It's just insane. And guess what? I have nobody to thank but myself. You know why? Because I did this. I chose this and I took the steps necessary and made all the sacrifices to be where I'm at now. Nobody else gets credit for this. So, it's great. Honestly, it didn't sound too enthusiastic about me saying it's great, but it's actually great. I feel like I'm finally reaching the full potential to who I am as a person. And now that it's a new month number 3 starting, I'm gonna make a whole new schedule, which is gonna level me up from where I was before to now come to where I am now, to then go to the next level. So then I can work even harder than I was last month. Because that's what you do. You work as hard as you can, step back, you look at the process, you make it more efficient, make it harder work, more quality, and then you go back into it and work that. When you work that, and it's a good period of time, step back again, you repeat the same process, and then you just keep refining it and making it better and better, and you find a little edge that makes you even better. And that's just the journey I'm on now. I embarked on this journey myself. The whole second month, it was very interesting, to be quite frank. So we'll go over a few different topics. We'll do trading, which is my finances. We'll do mentality in terms of, let's just say philosophy. Let's encompass philosophy into that. And let's also do physicality. Let's keep it simple. Let's do 3: finances, philosophy, and physicality. Let's start with trading since I mentioned that first. In terms of trading, I started a back test. Hey, come on now. It's not all theoretical now. It's hands-on. So I'm not just learning shit now. I'm clicking buttons. I'm making these fake trades over here. I'm over here seeing the charts and trying to bear the fruit of the labor that I put in. I put the seed in the dirt. I put the dirt over the seed. I watered the plant, made sure it got good sunlight, kept all the wolves away, the coyotes away from eating my plants. And then now I'm starting to see it grow. Soon there's going to be another season where the fruit is starting to bear. Then there's going to be another season where I'm able to pick the fruit off the plant that I took care of this whole time, and I'm going to be able to enjoy it. But it's not that time right now. Right now, it's still the time to plant the seed, already done. Now, I've been watering it. I'm seeing a little bit something sprout out the ground. Now, that's the back testing. I'm getting evidence of all the work that I've put in. I'm seeing it in the markets now, so it's a big step for me to take. It's like theoretically learning how to play piano and then going to the piano and pressing the keys. So, it's another step in my development of trading. Now, I am going at the pace that I wanted, but I want to work harder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refine everything that I've been doing up to this last month, and then I'm going to do more of that. I'm going to try to do more quality of that, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do for the next month in terms of trading. Now let's go on to the second topic, which is philosophy. Now, when I say philosophy, let me define the term. Understanding the fundamental natures of reality. That's what I define as philosophy. I don't care what you define as philosophy. I don't care what Oxford Dictionary says. I don't care what Webster Dictionary says about philosophy. That's my definition of philosophy, and that's what I'm going to use to navigate through my life experience and this individualistic experience that I'm going to embark on in this world. So with that being said, when I say define the term of philosophy, I say that so I could say the next sentence of me learning about philosophy. Well, philosophy, me understanding the fundamental natures of reality, it encompasses everything. So pretty much this month, I kind of learned a little bit about the nature of war. I learned the nature of history. I learned a little bit about pretty much how technological advancement in war has come about. And then on top of that, I looked a little bit more into presidencies and stuff like that. Well, considering that it is election year. So right now the date is, I think it's getting really close to the time where it's election, where there's going to be the presidential elect. And I'm not here to talk politics. I'm not here to talk about who I stand with, who I don't stand with, what my opinions are about that, because I'm educating myself. So these are the topics that I've been studying and I've learned a lot about. And it makes sense, a lot of things that I've learned. So in terms of philosophy, the nature of reality, I've learned a little bit more. For the next month, I'd like to read a lot more. I want to make that my primary focus. So, yeah, that's philosophy. I learned a lot about consistency. Everything that I've wanted in my life, I'm getting through in terms of working hard. It seems like deep down, all I've ever wanted was to be able to reach my full potential and be my true self without judgment. And it turns out that I am who I am and I'm okay with it. And guess what? I'm all right with it. And it's amazing who I am. So I'm kind of falling in love with myself. Sometimes I wasn't too proud of who I was. And right now I still see reminiscences of it, but I've learned to love that because now all I do is spend time with myself. So when you spend time with nothing but yourself and you block out all these other people and all this wasted time that you spend on social media to sit there and understand yourself. When you have no time to play music, you can't even play music. I'll listen to one of my beats that I made once in a while, but I literally listen to zero music. I don't put on a song, a rap song. Sometimes, majority of the time, I'm in my car driving, half an hour drive, silent. So when I sit with my own thoughts for a long period of time, I start to understand who I am. What I could do is I understand the fact that I am in control of my own thoughts. You can't control the wind. Sometimes you can't even control your heartbeat. You can't control if your girl's gonna leave you the next day. You can't control if your father's gonna die the next day or if your mother's even gonna be here the next day. You can't control if you're gonna get fired the next day, but one thing you can control are the thoughts you have in your own mind. When you can't do that, then it's kind of tough. It's really tough. So when I sit there, I listen to my own thoughts, I get accustomed to myself. And now I understand that here, this is what needs to change here, this is what needs to change there. I want to develop this, I want to develop that. And the only reason I have the ability to do this is because I have a visual representation of exactly who I want to be. So what I do is I have an idea of who I want to be. And what I do is I sit there and I try to think, what would this person do, which is who I want to be and I'm going to be in the future? What would they do? What would they think like? What actions would they take? Majority of people know exactly what the fuck they need to do and they just don't do it. Come up with every excuse under the sun. You'll tell them what to do too. They'll just start saying something. Listen, you know what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do and you're just not doing it. And if you don't want to do it, cool. But the people that do want to do it, you know what you need to do, get up and do it. Don't be ignorant, because it's no one's fault but your fault, the fact that you're ignorant. So all I do is try to refine my mentality in terms of who I want to be as a person. I have an idea, and what I do is I try to fit that mold as much as I can. Throughout the day, I catch myself. It seems like the key to that is awareness. Be aware of your thoughts, be aware of your actions, be aware of your feelings, and then understand that you're a dictator of your own reality. in majority of the time. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Awareness. So that's philosophy in a nutshell for me over this second month. The first month, I guess I didn't post the first month review. It's okay. We'll start from the second month. We're slowly getting back into our rhythm and we're finding our way slowly but surely. Out of chaos comes order. So it's a little chaotic in the beginning. I had no idea how I was going to do this. I had no idea what my plan was. I just started doing this shit. I just knew I'm tired. I'm still tired. I'm tired of living where I live right now. I'm tired of seeing the same fucking people, except for my friends. I love my friends. I love my brothers. They're not really my friends. I see them more as family. But I'm tired of seeing the same people, the same shit every day, the same, like, I don't want to see this shit no more. I want to go out, travel, but I'm not deserving of that yet. And I'm absolutely, I understand that. It's okay. You know, I'm not ignorant to the fact that you only get what you deserve and I don't deserve it. That's why I don't have it. So what I'm going to do is work hard. So I just knew I was going to work hard and I'm working hard and now it's becoming more structured and you know, it is what it is. What I did was I jumped in the deep end and I learned how to swim. So it is what it is. I was underwater. I was fucking water going through my mouth, spitting out the water. I'm fucking trying to get my head above water. But you know what? I understood what I need to do over some time. I found a support bar underneath the pool. I grabbed onto it, put my head. I'm like, okay, if I move my hand here like this, then I kind of float. So I do this. And when I hold my breath, I only become above water. Like, it's a whole process, you know? So that's the analogy that I'm giving for myself of just jumping into the fact that I want to be a better person. I want to be the person that I'm meant to be. And a visual representation of myself of who I'm willing to sacrifice to become every single day. And I believe that sacrifice is the currency for success. You pay money for food, you gotta pay sacrifice for success. So that's what I'm doing. And what I did is sacrifice everything. If you don't know what I do, I sacrifice everything. Friends, going out to clubs, smoking, drinking, social media, movies, series, any Netflix, YouTube, unless it's something that I'm learning about the world or the nature of the world. Anything, like everything is blocked out. I literally can't do anything. I can't even talk to women. And obviously you guys don't know me, but it's a big part of my past. Obviously, it's not obvious maybe, but yeah, women big part of it. I'm still struggling right now not to try to talk to a bunch of women, to be quite frank with you. So that used to be my biggest vice. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, it wasn't even the drinking, the smoking. It was the females. So now that I understand that it's not my biggest vice and it's not holding me, then I kind of have freedom. So yeah, the women, forget all that shit right now. I don't care about them right now. They're just gonna, they're just gonna sway me from my path. When I'm successful, they'll be there. There'll be a bunch of pretty girls, but there's not gonna be too many successful men. So with that in mind, I need to become that successful man, and I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to sacrifice for it. And I'm not willing to, I'm doing it right now live. So it is what it is. The currency for success is sacrifice, and I'm paying all that shit. I'm paying, man. Guess what? I'm doing it day in, day out. So, and it's not only for a month, 2 months, a week, 2 weeks. Nah, man. It's for a year. And this is going to be the foundation. I might fuck around and start a whole nother year. I might do 2 years of this shit. I'm not going to start right now, but I'm just talking right now. But let's get 1 year down first. Imagine saying something that you're going to do for a whole year and you do it for a whole year. You know how difficult that is? A lot of people say something, they can't even do it tomorrow. We've all been there. But if you want to be that person, if you say something, you're going to do it. Do it. And the thing is, I'm doing it. I said I want to do something for a whole year. And guess what? I'm 2 months in on my 3rd month. Guess what? I'm going to go all the way to a year. I'm going to try my best. And yeah, the only one that can make this is me. The only one that can fuck this up is me. So you know what I'm going to do? Focus on me and I'm going to make this. So it's all public anyways. It is what it is. A lot of ranting right there, but that's philosophy. A little bit of lessons that I learned. And let's go to the last key element, which is physicality. Now, talking about physicality, I mean, it doesn't look too good right now, to be honest. But I'm getting really big. When I started this challenge off, just to give you guys a little idea of how big my physicality has drastically changed from the beginning and in my whole life. The most I've ever weighed in my life was 126 pounds. I started off at 125 pounds, 126 pounds, around there, 2 months ago. Now I'm 138. Now I'm 138. The heaviest I've ever been was 126 pounds. Now I'm 138 pounds. And if you think I'm just a fat ass and I'm just eating and gobbling shit down, that's false. I work out 6 days a week. Sometimes I go to the gym 2 times in a day. And on top of that, I do boxing and weight class in the regular gym. And if you think that it's not muscle, I agree with you. A little bit of it is fat. But go through my last video, week number 8, and look at the flex session. And you're telling me that I don't work out and not work hard for that? This is the best physically I've ever been, strongest I've ever been, the best I've ever looked, period. That's because I put my mind to it. And guess what? I'm just getting started. We're only on month number 3, day number 1. So, come on now. Wait till I got this year. Just wait. I'm only going to get better too. I'm only going to refine it. I'm only going to push my limits more and more and more and more and more to the point where I'm never going to stop until I'm dead. I want to do it. Yeah, sure, I'm going to have periods of my life where, I might falter here and there. I might black a little bit, but guess what? I'm coming right back to it. Because, that's just the way I feel. And, I'm not saying I'm perfect and whole life I'll be like that. I'll have a period in my life where, like I said, I will falter. I'm only human. But this is the philosophy I've adapted for this year, for sure. And my physicality, that's just to give you an idea. And if you don't think I'm working hard on my physicality, I'll even add in something that's quite gross. I'll add in something that's disgusting too. Let me tell you right quick. So my biggest problem was eating, because I work out pretty good, but majority of your gains are made in the kitchen, believe it or not. You can work out for 3 hours a day, and if you don't eat right, all your gains are gone. So my problem was eating. So I ate so much to the point where every single week, at least 4 times in a week, I damn near throw up. I'd stuff my face so much to the point, if I took another bite, I'd literally throw up, because I was gagging 4 times a week. But that's because I wanted to get big, and I knew if I wasn't going to eat, I wasn't going to get big. So what I do now is not that extreme. I will try to gain 10 pounds in a month and 2 weeks. What I do now is I'm at a steady pace now. I'm happy with the fact that I gained 10 pounds and I still look how I do. The fact that I gained 10 pounds in a month and 2 weeks and still have abs that's visible and more visible than they ever were, come on, I'm putting that work in. And I could say I got good genetics too, to a degree. But 6 days a week, I put that work in too. You can't take that away from me. So that's how hard I work on my physicality. Now back to what I was saying about being a little bit more consistent with my eating. Instead of gaining 10 pounds in like a month, 2 weeks, I gain 1 to 2 pounds each week now. Now I'm on a steady pace. I'm not trying to stuff my face no more. I'm trying to maintain the weight that I'm at, gain all the muscle that I can at the weight so my body gets used to it, it turns into mature muscle. And then on top of that, still try to gain a pound, 2 pounds, the healthy way. So that's it, really encompassing my second month of this journey of locking in for 365 days. We covered 3 things here. We covered philosophy, trading, and physicality. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the overview of the month for month number 2. I have no plan on stopping. Now, you guys are worried, probably, maybe some of you guys are thinking about, hey man, I thought you weren't going to be on social media. Why do I see you have Instagram? Good point. Try to create traction. What I do is all I do is I edit my YouTube videos and I edit my Instagram reels. What I do is I open up my Instagram, I post, I close out the app. Period. I don't go through Instagram. So that's that. I don't use social media. I just post. I literally post. I don't consume because it fucks up your brain fundamentally. And that's not me. If I sat here going through social media, catch myself doom scrolling, even one time, I would tell you guys, and I have not. Since I downloaded it, I go on the app, I post, I leave. Every single day in, day out. I can show you my screen time. I post, I delete the app, I come the next day, post, delete the app. Trying to create a little bit of traction for myself. I try to be consistent on Instagram, post every single day, but I also started my YouTube channel. Obviously, it's not really blowing up. You know, I kind of, in the back of my head, I'm like, "Ah, hopefully I'll get like a good amount of views," but that's not reality. So it is what it is. I'm gonna keep posting. I don't care. Maybe one day everything's gonna blow up and I'll help somebody and they'll see this as motivation. It'll be good. If somebody does see this as motivation and they do change their lives, somebody message me on Instagram because this is all I'm doing it for. I hope somebody sees this and they're like, yo, I want to do just that. And he did it and I could do it and I'm going to do it and I'm starting my journey and this is how far I've came. Text me on Instagram and maybe when I post a video, I might see it. I might see it. Most likely I'm not because I don't check Instagram. I don't go through my followers. I don't go through my messages. No, so, but maybe one day in maybe a month I will see it. You know, I'll see a little thing right there. I'll check it. But I don't scroll through, look through all the Instagram posts, none of that shit. So, yeah, that's me talking about social media. Other than Instagram, I have nothing else. I literally don't have TikTok, no Snapchat, no Facebook, no nothing. So I post on YouTube, I post on Instagram, I make reels, post them on Instagram. That's it. So, and that's more so for a business reason. I want to build my Instagram up for business purposes, so I have followers, so I can reach out to people, network, etc. But I do post these YouTube videos for individual people that want to start their journey and maybe they just want to see somebody else do it or have the courage to do it, which then inspires them and motivates them to do it. And yeah, that's really the reason I'm doing this. So it's kind of just social proof for everybody else that, you know, there are people in the world that exist like me and you might be one of them too, but you just haven't fucking put in the work to understand that you are that type of person and you'll never know unless you do it. And the thing is, damn near everybody's the one who could do it, but guess what? They don't do it. So you could turn into that person, but you might not. If you do, I'm glad. If you do it because of me, I'm even more glad. If you don't do it, I don't care. I would care, but I can't care for everybody. So I still got to work on this journey. I still got to prove to you guys for 1 year and myself that I could do this. And then on top of that, if somebody does join me on this journey, which I'm not saying literally physically in real life, and they actually do it for themselves, cool. Do that, and one day I'll meet you at the top, brother. You know? So keep doing what you're doing if you're gonna do it, and keep working hard. One day I'll meet you at the top. That's all I gotta really say. And yeah, that's it. I'm done for my overview of the month number 2. Now I'm on month number 3, week number 1, day number 1. We're gonna start a new month, guys, and I'm back. I'm better than ever. I'm on a roll too, so I know what I'm doing. We're gonna find our edge. We're gonna find our edge. It's gonna be great, guys. I'm gonna end it here on those words. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, subscribe, like, follow my Instagram, like my Instagram reels. If you don't do it, I don't care. If you do it, I'm gonna smile. If you want to make me smile, do it. I'm gonna end it there. If you guys want to do all that stuff, do it. If you're enjoying this journey, at least show me the fact that you're enjoying this journey and like it and stuff. If not, it is what it is. I'm still gonna post. I'm still gonna wake up the next day. You're gonna wake up the next day. It is what it is, but I'm enjoying this journey. If you're enjoying this journey, then I'm glad. Some entertainment for you guys. Because this is not entertainment for me. This isn't fun. But we're doing it. This is the reality. I don't know what you guys would think. I'd say, oh, I'm chasing my dreams. This is fucking amazing. No, it's not. It's not fun. It's really boring. Same shit every day, just a little bit better. Once in maybe a blue moon, I'll go up from one level to a next level and be like, oh man, everything's new and this is great. But it gets boring pretty fast. It's not fun. You want to chase your dreams? It's never going to be fun. Maybe when you're at the top, it might be fun, but then you're going to want to level up. It's never going to be fun. Work, more work. Everyone's going to work. We all have to work. Have fun, guys. I'll see you in the next video of SRA Chronicles. Week number 9, day number 1, month number 3. Check out the next video.